So what's the deal with Bitness.me? Well, there's this website, Bitness.me, that's been popping up in a few places online, and it's raising a pretty fundamental question for anyone who comes across it. Is this thing for real, or is it just another elaborate scam designed to separate you from your money? It's a classic internet dilemma. You see a site that promises something interesting, maybe related to crypto or some kind of investment, and part of you is intrigued, while the other part is immediately skeptical. That's the exact question we're going to tackle today. We're going to put Bitness.me under the microscope and see what's really going on behind the curtain. It's a full teardown, but not for a phone, for a website. Our approach is going to be straightforward, the most practical way to do this. We're starting with the red flags first. Before we even get into the shiny features or the promises on their homepage, we're going to actively look for the warning signs. This is like checking for scratches or dents on a new gadget before you even turn it on. If a site has obvious problems from the get-go, it saves you a lot of time and potential trouble. We'll look at the classic indicators that something might be off. Strange contact details, promises that just sound way too good to be true. This initial check often tells you a huge part of the story. All right, let's start with the red flags. Before we do anything else, a quick scan for the most common warning signs can be incredibly revealing. The first thing you should always look for is odd or missing contact information. A real business wants you to be able to reach them. They'll typically have a dedicated support email on their own domain. They'll typically have a phone number. They'll typically have a physical address listed. If you land on Bitness.me and all you can find is a generic contact form, or worse, a free email address like a Gmail or Outlook account, that's a major red flag. It suggests the operators don't want to be easily traced or held accountable. Next up is the promise of unrealistic returns. This is the biggest and most seductive trap. Scammers know the promise of big, fast, and easy money is hard to resist. Guaranteed high returns, zero-risk investments, a system that will make you rich overnight. Alarm bells should be ringing. In finance and crypto, there is no guaranteed profit without risk. Legitimate platforms are required to disclose the risks. Dishonest ones hide risks and focus on rewards. Another thing to check is the overall quality of the website. A poorly designed site is a big red flag. Frequent typos, grammatical errors, broken links, images that don't load. That signals the site was put together quickly and cheaply. Be wary of an excessive number of pop-ups, especially urgency tactics like countdown timers. These rush you into bad decisions. Finally, domain age and fake reviews. Scammers burn and churn sites for weeks or months and then disappear. Use a free WOIS lookup to check Bitness.me's registration date. If it's only a few weeks or months old, be extremely cautious. Okay, now for the deep dive. We're moving past surface-level impressions using simple tools to test Bitness.me's technical and structural integrity. First check, domain and age. Use a WOIS lookup service online. Type in Bitness.me. It shows when the domain was created. It shows when it expires. It shows who the registrar is. A brand new domain registered a few weeks ago is a big warning sign. While every legitimate site was new once, new domain plus high-yield promises, classic scam. Check if the owner's information is hidden behind a privacy service. Many legit owners do this for privacy. Scammers almost always do. Look closer at the address bar. The little padlock and HTTPS are good. They mean your connection to the server is encrypted. That protects your data in transit. But an SSL certificate is not a badge of honesty. Scammers can and do get SSL certificates. They're cheap and easy. Lack of HTTPS is a definite red flag. Don't enter information. Presence of HTTPS doesn't automatically mean trustworthiness. It's necessary but not sufficient. Next, the company itself, or the lack of one. A legit business will have an About Us page. Look for a registered company name. Look for a registration number. Look for a physical address. If provided, verify those details. Search the official business registry in the claimed country. For UK claims, check Companies House. If you can't find any record, that's a red flag. If the address points to a residential home, red flag. If it points to a mail forwarding service on Google Maps, red flag. Finally, check site security from a user perspective. This goes beyond SSL. Use Google Safe Browsing. Use VirusTotal. Scan for malware. Scan for phishing schemes. Scan for other malicious code. These tools aggregate cybersecurity reports and give a quick all clear or a warning. Section 4. The social proof test. What is everyone else saying? We've looked at the site itself. Reputation out in the wild is a powerful indicator. What are real, independent users saying about Bitness.me? Go beyond the curated testimonials on their site. Start with major review platforms. Check forums like Reddit. When searching, use terms like Bitness.me review, Bitness.me scam, Bitness.me withdrawal problems. Look for patterns. Look for authenticity. Beware a flood of 5-star reviews posted within a short time frame. Vague language like "great platform, highly recommended" is suspicious. Those are often bought or generated by bots. Prefer reviews with specific details, exact date of their transaction, the name of a support agent they spoke with, a particular feature they liked or disliked. Negative reviews with screenshots or detailed timelines carry more weight. Include one detailed 1-star review showing a withdrawal pending error. Beyond review sites, check social media presence. X, formerly Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Don't just look at follower count. Check the account history. When was it created and how often do they post? More importantly, look at engagement. Thousands of followers but 0 comments or likes per post is a classic red flag. Be your own detective and weigh the evidence. A handful of complaints doesn't necessarily mean a scam, but a consistent pattern of the same problem is a major red flag. Example: accounts frozen right after trying to make a large withdrawal. The collective experience of the community is often the most reliable truth teller. Ignoring a chorus of warnings from other users is a risk you probably don't want to take.